Okay. So we gotta get, let's see, down there now. Spiked in the face. That's no good. It's Doggo. You made it. You get some rest there finally, Doggo. Saw your message about waking up at midnight and not being able to sleep again. Did you get some sleep since then? I'm assuming you did, and that's why you've been quiet ever since then. But, you know, better not to assume entirely. Only got to sleep around 9, and I guess you just woke up now from that sleep. So, actually, I don't remember if we're in the same time zone or not, but still. It sounds like you got a good chunk of sleep going on. So, welcome to your first glimpse of the Messenger. I am now, let's see, about 3 hours into the game. Let's see. First one down. Yeah, Doggo, let me give you a good example of one of my favorite mechanics in this game. So, you know how a lot of games have double jump? This game does not have double jump, but it has something called cloud step. So when I'm in the air, if I hit something, I get one charge of cloud step. You can only have one charge at a time, but it activates cloud step, which lets me do an air jump, but only one. But if I hit something before I land again, I can do it again. Which is this. As long as you keep hitting something, you can stay in the air indefinitely. And there's some puzzles in the game revolving around that fact. Which actually makes a lot of stuff in this game very interesting. So you see how I got that little glow underneath me? That means I've got Cloud Step on. Or Cloud Steps charged. I've also got this grappling hook thing that reels me into things, and then I do a slash, which also gives me a Cloud Step, because that slash counts as an air attack. Yeah, the indicator's nice to have. Okay, let's see. We gotta go east from here. Okay, we can't go east, but we need, well, you'll see. In order to go farther east, we need a thing that Doggo hasn't seen yet. But we'll show ya. So about 2 hours or so into this game, the game springs a surprise on you, which is this. This game has this cool feature where you actually travel between two different time periods. And when you do it, the graphic style changes. So, when you came in, we were in our character's native time frame, which was like feudal Japan. And then when I went through the time portal, it brought me 500 years in the future. And so, when he's in his native time period, it's 8-bit graphics and sound quality. And now in the future, it's 16-bit game graphics and sound quality. And some of the terrain changes. So some areas you can only get into in one time period or the other. Wait, no. Hold on. How do I get to this one again? Oh, there's you can duck at the bottom. Okay. But yeah, you play through the first 2 hours or 2 or 3 hours of this game. I mean, I did it in 2 hours because I've played the game before and I know what to do. My first playthrough it probably took 3 or 4 hours, but you play through most of the game without knowing that that's going to be a thing at all. Let's see. I don't know what time period I need to be in. But I've bought an upgrade that makes it so that these rooms that have the blue sparkles in them, that's telling me that there's a time portal in that area. Because sometimes, like I said, you need one or the other to get through an area. So they give you a way of being able to find where they are. Okay. Yeah, let's go this way. There we go. Oh. I don't even care about you, wizard. I'm just leaving. Bye-bye. Okay, I can buy my next upgrade, so let's get that. Is this not the coolest looking shop you've ever seen, doggo? Yeah, this is a lot better done than... Oh, 350. I thought it was 325. My mistake. Need 5 more. Well, we'll get it at the next shop. Yeah, Tiny Brain was pretty good until it started really pissing me off, but... I wonder if I have to do that level over again that I rage quit on. Yeah, there's some hidden nonsense going on here as well. Oh yeah, see the thing below? I need to time swap to get through that. Something here as well. If I remember correctly, now this one's sneaky. Watch this. I think this one's actually a new area. Yeah, this is a hidden area. I don't know how you're supposed to know that. I think that's one of 2 areas in the whole game that you can do that in. Otherwise you just die. Bye! Ah, there we go. I had to look it up to find it, personally. I cheated. So let's hear the call of the deep. So that section we were at earlier, I think this is before you showed up, Doggo, but we were at a section earlier where there was an underwater area that was like an infinite maze that we couldn't get through. That lets us get through it. Let's see. There's something up, and there's something off to the left. Probably grab those. Okay, let's go up. Well, actually, let's get our upgrade first. Now that we can actually afford it. Upgrade. All key charges. Yeah, that's the one thing. It's pretty rare that this game pulls that kind of shit, but that's the one time I would definitely say, how was I even expected to find that? So we got a time portal over there. Oh, if we need it. Actually, no, we need it for the upper left, I think, maybe. Let's use it. Man, the character looks cool in this time of the era, though. That hat really works for him. Yeah, down from here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the first time I played the game, I ended up in that area, the underwater maze, without even knowing about the seashell, so I was very confused. I had to look that up too. And that's why I discovered that the seashell existed, and I had to get it. Now, it's possible I could have just kept playing and ignored it, and then eventually found the thing. Oh, so actually this is an interesting hint as well. Now that we're in another time period, this is the spot where where we had to sink down through the quicksand to get down below. But now, in the future, 500 years in the future, quicksand is gone. Okay, so down to the right and then up. Ah, jump too slow. Okay, I need... the up was farther over left, hang on. Oh, this is it here. Okay, very subtle. This is one of those areas where you really got to abuse that cloud step. It's an optional area, though. So these medallions were well, I was gonna say collecting, but we're really smashing them. But anyway, they are a thing where if we get all of them, there's 45 of them. If we get all of them, we get a special weapon. Although I actually don't really like it, honestly. I got it in my other playthrough. I don't really like it, but I find the search for the quest to get all the medallions is fun anyway. I'm doing it anyway. I mean, I'll even tell you. So we got the shuriken here, right? Do that. Special weapon is like a boomerang shuriken that comes back to you, but it only goes halfway across the screen rather than all the way across the screen. But the thing about it is, when it returns, if you avoid catching it on the return, it'll shoot past you and then come back at you again. So if you like keep jumping, it'll just orbit you back and forth and keep hitting things. Which makes it potentially useful in a boss fight, although I don't know, I prefer to just I prefer to have it go all the way across the screen, so I think you get better utility out of it that way. Then in the boss fight, I just chop him with my sword instead. So I don't like the boomerang shuriken thing too much, personally. Are you keeping a dose of angel dust on the Mario mushrooms? Yeah, kind of. Also, have you noticed that another thing from Mario, which is the fact that we're running around on top of giant mushrooms as platforms. Have you noticed the mushroom platforms have faces that look really anguished? Some of them do, anyway. So look at these ones. They're like actively screaming. Isn't that messed up? Oh, they stopped screaming now, but they still look sad. Ah. Oop. Ah, fine. Shorking your ass. I'm gonna leave before I get my ass killed. Ah! Stop it. Stop deathing me. Okay. Oh. Almost got me. Alright, so we got something hidden down here. Another one of these. Alright. Ah, poop. Pretty much all face first into a blade. And again. There we go. Yeah, the turtle thing does have a Koopa thing going on, doesn't it? I wonder if they did that on purpose, or if that's just a weird coincidence. Ah. Ow. Ow. Okay. Down here we got a thingy. So yeah, Doggo, the first couple out 2 or 3 hours of this game are a very directed experience where you're just trying to get through levels. But now we basically open things up to the point where it's go where you want and collect secrets kind of game now. Ah, spikes. Ah. Okay, hang on. Get back over there. Spiked all over the place. This is so hard to avoid. Okay, so we can't go through that time portal because we get cut off if we do. But there's one over here as well, so let's grab this one. You never avoid that guy. There we go. There's a little demon guy eating stuff after I kill things. That's horrible. He's not really shown anywhere, but basically, the game actually has an in-game mechanic for why it is that when you die, you get to keep playing. So you don't see him until the first time you get killed, but then this little red imp guy shows up. Evidently, he has a magic ring that allows him to pull us back a few seconds in time whenever we get killed. So when we die, he reverses our time flow to basically where we were when we were at our last checkpoint. But in return, he steals some of our money as a payment for his services. So we end up with a money debt. But he doesn't just directly steal your money, he gives you a money debt. So you keep the money you have, but then like the next, I think it's like 30 or 40, the money's called time shards. The next 30 or 40 shards you pick up, he takes them instead of you. And then when the debt is paid off, he goes away and you start getting money again. But I have bought an upgrade in the shop that cost 400, but made it so that the debt we accrue when we die is 50% of what it used to be. So in the long run, you lose less money. Okay, this goes to that place. But we appear to be done here. Oh no, wait, got a thing up there. So we're not just collecting these power emblem thingies for the special weapon that we don't want. We are also searching each zone for a magical music note. that we need to power our MacGuffin to beat the game with. We need to find 6 of them. I've already got 2. Oh wait, 1. Got 1. All power to the MacGuffin, yes, exactly. Now this makes you think that maybe there's a secret down here, but according to my map, there's nothing down there. So I think they're just trying to trick us into a death pit, which, as we've already learned from Scotch Bunny earlier today, is the worst kind of pit. As was democratically decided by him. Okay, this is... oh wait, I need him. Let's get him to respawn. Crap. Actually, we can use these. There we go. Damn it. There we go. Okay, I think that's everything from here. Actually, I should correct myself. Not every single area has a music note, but there are 6 of them throughout the game. And we have something that will tell us which areas have them. But I can't show you that right now, because I have to be in a specific place. But I can go to that place when I get to that shop over there. Take that, bastard! Alright, so the shop. So, there's a reason why this shop looks so weird, Mother Doggo, and I'll show you in a minute. Will I have that? Okay. This is because this shop exists in a place called the Tower of Time, which is where we have a little teleportation hub. Let's drop off our music note. We got... oh. Where the dead live, a foe-turned friend left an important item. I know where that is. Okay, so these teleporters go to various areas, and if I remember correctly, I think these areas are where some of the music notes are, at least. Each one, we can tell... actually, no, they definitely are in each of these places, but this is a place we haven't been yet. All these other areas we've been to before. Okay. So... he wants us to go to... that clue he gave us means we need to go to the catacombs. Here. That connects to that. I think that's the best way to get there. Gotta go back to the Autumn Hills again, where the game started. Of course, we're here in the future! It's so fun to zip around everywhere in this game. I'm telling ya. It's a good time. Ah, ooh. Oh. I'm clumsy today. Okay, we got delicious potion. We'll be alright. Alright, so we gotta go down here. To the right. Jump into the catacombs. Or it is time! We rejected the catacombs earlier, but now it's time. It's time to ninja glide our way to victory. And skip these guys because I don't care about you. That's how unimportant you are as enemies. I'm not even going to bother killing you. I think that makes it the bad guys feel bad about themselves when the protagonist doesn't even bother going over there to kill them. Or are they just happy about the fact that, yeah, I might be insignificant, but at least I'm alive. Maybe it's a relief. I don't know. I still love the way the music gets all muffled when you're in the water. Such attention to detail. Alright, so... gotta head way east. Yeah, I know, right, doggo? It's so good. You might have noticed something similar too when I was bouncing back and forth between time periods. And every single time, the music quality would change. I mean, it's pretty good coding if you can have your quality of your music just go back and forth like that. Just on the fly. yeah, doggo, just like that. Exactly. Now, it looked like there was a... When you see those things, like that thing right below me where there's like gaps and walls, that means that you can get that open by swapping time periods, but I don't know. Well, that's how we get to the right. Okay, I remember this one. Should we do that? Yeah, looks like it's time for that. Okay, so we gotta go this way. Now we can get through here. So, I don't remember remember if this is someplace we can handle right now. Oh, this is the... I think this is the dark area? Remember correctly? Yeah, we can't see in here because it's too dark. We need to get the power of true sight before we can go through there, which is a quest we're working on.